there, party people. Welcome to Inside DFW. I'm Chris Sapphire, sliding in to guest host while Jenny takes a little breather. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a TV personality, but most recently known for being a contestant on the very first season of Netflix's hit TV show series, The Circle. Here's a little look.
On social media, you can be anyone.
Let the games begin.
And say anything.
Okay, let me think.
So who would you be if $100,000 was on the line? Welcome to The Circle.
What's up, Circle?
A new social experiment where players don't meet face to face.
What?
They only communicate through the circle.
Circle.
Hey everybody, my name is Chris. I'm 30 years old and I'm coming to you all the way from the Big D, Dallas, Texas. My game plan is just to be myself and do whatever it takes to do whatever I need to do to get where I'm trying to go. It really was such a great time, and I met so many cool peeps that will be friends with me for life. In fact, we still hang out whenever we get the chance. Well, we've got an amazing hour planned for you today, so buckle up, friends. Today on the show, we're checking in for a unique stay at Dallas's flagship location of a very special place that will have you seeing all the colors in the rainbow and bring out the inner artist in you. And rise and shine, it's morning cocktail hour. And if you know me, you know I love a good drink. So get ready to take a sip and relax at a beautiful, luxurious place. Plus, a good little competition never hurt no one, right? Get ready to snatch the crown and win against your friends, family, or even coworkers in a thrilling game show right in the heart of Farmers Branch. But first, this is what dreams are made of. This immersive art experience created by local and national artists is one that will truly take your breath away. Jenny stops by the Sweet Tooth Hotel to get the 411.
We have our luggage, we have our key card. We are checking into the brand new flagship location of the Sweet Tooth Hotel in downtown Dallas. Now you guys know this isn't actually a hotel. It's an art gallery featuring 12 different Texas artists. We found some wearable art here at the Sweet Tooth Hotel, and I'm here with Jenny Anchondo, who is the co-founder. I am so excited to be here. Talk about what makes the flagship location different and special.
Yeah, so this location is our permanent location. That means we're going to be rotating different art exhibits every single year, so guests can find something different every time they come in. We also have the Cali Rosa cocktail lounge, so guests can get a cocktail or a mocktail. And we have lots of events coming up, artist workshops, markets, bands, DJs. So there's going to be a lot happening in downtown.
I love it. Yeah, we visited that location, the pop-up in Allen, a while back, and now this is here to stay, which people are going to love. Let's go check out some of the rooms. Okay, so instead of having an art gallery where you walk through rooms and it's just, picture in picture, the art is everywhere. Talk about this room.
It is. So this room is our ultimate Sweet Tooth hotel room. It's called Sweet Suite, and it's completely full of different pieces created and designed by artists. So we worked with Wavy Studio. They designed, built, and then installed everything in the room. We have this beautiful ice cream cone neon. This was created by Jeremy Biggers. And this is a resin pour with LED rope on top of it, and everybody absolutely loves it.
And they come in here and actually sort of work within the space to create the art, right? It's not like it's just all brought in.
Yeah, so every room is designed ahead of time, and it's really interesting because we have a 3D rendering that's put together. So we can really look at this digital model and we can move around and we can drop little people in it beforehand. And so then we think about how people are going to interact with the space.
Love it. Okay, let's keep going on the tour. This one is so whimsical. It's called Lucid Mirage. Talk about it.
This is one of our favorite rooms. It was created by artist Molly Sidnor, and she handmade all of the clouds that are on the ceiling. It's supposed to bring a lot of joy. There's a lot of color in the room, and that's one of the themes that she works with in her art. And there's a little surprise. If you sit down on this, it may or may not spin.
I love it.
Then you can look up above you and you can see yourself spinning on a mirror, and it's really fun.
This is incredible.
Thank you.
Wow, how'd you do this?
It was quite a process. It took a full year, lots of dedication, lots of pulling my hair out, lots of experimentation.
So what types of materials did you use for this room?
So it's a mixed media installation. So I'm using botanicals, I'm using lights, I'm using paints, resins, kind of a myriad of materials.
What's the room called so that when people come they can seek it out?
Yeah, so I named this installation Elevated. I wanted kind of the viewer to come in and feel like they were kind of suspended above the horizon at twilight. So this sense of elevation.
Part of the whole experience is the Calarosa Cocktail Lounge, which is actually open to the public, so you don't even have to be going to the exhibit in order to come here. Steven is the bar manager. Okay, Steven, these are some of the most creative drinks I've ever seen. Tell me what we're looking at.
So we have the Bubble Ducky. That comes with a house-made cherry basil syrup, lemon juice, and Calarosa tequila.
Okay, and do you pour this in here, or how do you drink that?
Yeah, so it comes with some sparkling rosé. You can either add that to the beverage or drink it on its own. It's up to you.
Okay. And then what about the other one?
We have the 3 Snaps Paloma that comes with our house-made blueberry syrup and a little bit of cotton candy for a nice sweet touch.
I mean, the cotton candy is kind of a necessity when you're here. There are so many different creative aspects of this that you can control. So here's a little tip, for example. If you come to the bar, you have to hit the button and it will turn the disco lights on. Listen, we will link everything to the Sweet Tooth Hotel in downtown Dallas, that flagship location, on our website, cw33.com.
Thanks, Jenny. That looks so cool. So I'll definitely have to experience that in person one of these days, okay, when I can get out of bed. And now we all know the saying, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So let's celebrate with an elevated cocktail in the literal and figurative sense. Landon Wexler takes us to the top of Dallas's Thompson Building to Monarch. God, I love that place.
We've highlighted some pretty incredible restaurants around the Metroplex, but how about a classy yet approachable fine dining experience 49 floors up? Welcome to Monarch.
Comes down to like the guests like to find out what they like and put those ideas together, what they're familiar with, and try to tweak their mind and give them something that they didn't know they needed. And I think that's like a really cool way of creativity, taking something and spinning it and using it in a way it's not intended. It's real dope. This drink is not featured on our menu, but it's truly one of my favorites. Super refreshing, it's reminiscent of mojito. So what you're gonna do is take a couple of pieces of mint, add it down to the bottom. So once you get that in, you're gonna take your muddler. We just press down on the leaves to release all those aromatics to that mint. So when the straw hits it and it comes up from the bottom, it's the first thing you taste, right? So this drink is made of a nice rum, lime juice, and sugar. So we do 3/4 of an ounce. And the cool thing about this drink is you're building it the whole time instead of shaking it or anything. So it's like drawing a picture. You get to create it as you go. Not mad about that. It's a little bit of Bacardi, 2 ounces. So this drink is a swizzle. So that means you kind of get to play with it in your own way. And that's what I like. You get to make a big mess with it, man. So then you get to draw it up a little bit. Top it off with some Angostura bitters. And it just makes it so desirable. And it just looks beautiful, right? So you make it to be nice, big, and bountiful. Nice little pick, right? And this is my favorite part. Stay back a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Just toast it up just a little bit. There you go. So that's the cocktail that you need. It comes down to like the guests like to find out what they like and put those ideas together, what they're familiar with, and try to tweak their mind and give them something that they didn't know they needed. And this one right here is the star of the show. This is the Monarch Old Fashioned. The smoke box, and what we do, we take this and we take all the smoke and ashes from the kitchen and make this little soaked in wood. So all the stuff that you takes from the hearth on the food in the kitchen is gonna be incorporated in this because I don't like to be wasteful. And then you just take your little surprise, man. That's all you.
If you're looking to celebrate and dine like royalty, there's one place for that. You gotta get a table at Monarch. We've got all the information you'll need for that on CW33.com.
Being part of a game show is not as complicated as we think. Now, if you want something a little bit more private than an actual TV game show, I've got a great spot for you and your friends coming up after the break.
Okay, y'all, if you're looking for some friendly competition, we got you covered. Stephanie Mendez found a group activity in Farmers Branch that makes us feel like the next contestant on our favorite game show.
Live from beautiful downtown Farmers Branch, Texas, it's Game Show Battle Room Classic Showdown.
We have all watched game shows on TV and thought, we want to be on that, I want to be on that, sign me up, at least once in our life. And here at Game Show Battle Rooms, that dream is kind of coming true. And I am here with the general manager of the Dallas location, Scott. You have one of the coolest jobs in the whole entire world, I think.
I absolutely do. I absolutely do.
This is so much fun. Okay, so this is not a new concept necessarily, but it's new to this area. Scott, tell me a little bit about what Game Show Battle Rooms is.
Yeah, so we started about 6-7 years ago in Minneapolis. Game Show Battle Rooms is a concept of getting people as close to game show sets as possible with the privacy of their own group.
Yes.
Allowing them to play with their family and their friends without having to worry about cameras or broadcasting and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's really interesting because, like you said, you get to feel like you're in the TV show without actually having to be in the TV show, so you do have the privacy, but also there's like games that you can buy from like Walmart, Target that kind of give you that idea of doing it at home, but there's a lot of things you run into with that. You're not doing the rules correctly, everybody's distracted.
Exactly.
Tell me about the really immersive experience that people are getting here. I mean, this is what it really looks like when you come in and play with your family or your friends, but what are some of those perks that people get when they come here?
Well, you get a dedicated host and a producer running your show throughout the entire set. So you actually have someone guiding you throughout the entire experience, allowing you to have that fun without having to worry about the rules, as you say, and really guiding you throughout the entire experience, because we want you to feel that unwinding experience without having to worry about those rules or what you're doing each game.
Yeah, what are some of those games that people can expect to play here?
Things like survey battles, which is a survey-based game show. We have Spin and Solve, which is behind me, where you spin a giant wheel and get to solve a puzzle. We have What's That Cost, where you get to price objects or prize packages or drop giant coins down a board behind you. So it's a set of games where you get familiar with TV shows on television, but just our own unique versions of them.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, while you might not be winning a car or a crazy trip to Spain, I don't think we're not really offering that here, right? But there's some fun and some competition that goes on here. What are kind of the rewards that people might expect to see?
Well, ultimately you get to be featured on our Wall of Champions, which is our TV in the lobby, where you get to see all of the past winners who've gone through the experience, kind of like you're about to experience, but they get to hold their trophy aloft and say, we were the best team this particular day.
Yeah.
The bragging rights especially.
Oh yeah, I love a good bragging rights. I will take that. Scott, when people are signing up for game show battle rooms, what should they know before they come in?
So the main thing that people need to know is that we require groups of 8 or larger. So that's the main thing that people need to know. Mainly because with 8 people or more, you're really capturing that game show essence that we're looking for. And so 8 people or more is a requirement. Beyond that, there's not too much to know. We can ask that you come in on time, ready to go with your game faces on, and that's it.
Yeah, this is a great place to come for like team bonding, family, friends. All of that specifically, because if there's something that you need to hash it out here.
Absolutely.
Friendly competition is the best way to do it. Okay, if people want to know more information, if they want to sign up or just kind of see a list of games that you guys might have, where can they go?
They can go to gameshowbattlerooms.com.
Perfect, awesome. Scott, thank you so much. I'm excited to see what this actually looks like. We've got a group coming in soon, but if you all want to know more information as well, we will have everything you saw here today on our website as well at cw33.com.
And after the break, we're gonna burn off those cocktail calories with a fitness class at a place where you can dance and fly. Thanks for sticking with us. I'm Chris Sapphire, stepping into Jenny's shoes for the hour. If you're a workout junkie, why not shake up your routine a little bit and fly? Jenny Anchondo is buckling into a bungee cord to help us break out of the norm.
We are bungee jumping today with some of my new best friends. Thankfully, this is a bungee workout, bungee fitness. We are firmly on the ground with a little bit of flying here and there, so I am ready to learn. Let's go.
Squat, squat, get ready for burpees. Squat. Here we go. Again. Squat, 2, squat, yay! Do it again.
I have been looking at these bungee videos online and like obsessing over how I can try this. So we're hanging out here with Amber, who is one of the co-owners here. how did you even find out about this?
Well, I had a 3-year-old that wasn't sleeping, and so when he crawled into my bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, I got on my phone like any normal person would do, and I actually saw TikTok. I saw it online, and I thought, that looks like a lot of fun. I immediately texted my best friend, who we've been friends for ages, and we love to work out together, and I said, we're doing this. And then about 30 minutes later, I said, we're opening one of these, call me when you wake up, all at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Then I texted her right back and I was like, sure, let's do this. And then she said, let's open one. I said, I'm in. And then, yeah, the rest is history. We created a business plan. He came home. I said, there's this thing we want to do. And we got started.
Well, I'm all about this. Am I going to be able to fly like I saw in the videos?
Oh, we're going to do that.
All I want to do is just...
We are going to get you up off the ground. We're going to get you in the air. We're going to have you flying today.
I want a Tinkerbell moment. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, they do weigh you when you get here, which I was like, what? It is Monday morning at 10 a.m. I just got off vacation. I am not here to be weighed, but apparently that's what they do. I guess it's just to get the bungees to the right resistance. I feel like they could have just eyeballed it, but here we are. So I'm gonna get into this.
Yes, so we're actually gonna have you put it, this is actually a dancer's harness. And so we've got this attachment here on the back. We're gonna get you strapped into that. You're gonna have this around your waist. These are gonna hug your legs.
Okay.
And yeah, we're gonna get you in there, and the resistance of the bungees is gonna be what helps make this low impact. But you're gonna work against it, so you're gonna be toning the muscle at the same time.
Because in a way I'm thinking, okay, is this gonna be like, it looks like a workout, but I'm not actually working out, but it sounds like it's going to be fun, but definitely a workout still.
It looks more fun than the amount of work you actually put in.
Oh man, what did I get myself into? What can I expect out of this class, which I've never done before?
So a lot of laughing.
Okay,
we love to make fun of ourselves, and we kind of take it real lighthearted. You know, we are a very welcoming and open studio. Everybody has a place here, and so we do a lot of core work. You use the resistance of the bungees to actually help strengthen and tone the muscle, which is really awesome because you get all of that impact taken off of your joints. So it's going to be low impact if you have any joint issues, back issues, things like that. This is perfect for those kinds of people. So it's going to start with a pivot, launch, step, step, up, step, step, launch.
That's so pretty, you guys. It's gorgeous.
Launch, go left, right, big push. Left, right, launch.
Okay, pivot, launch, right, left, up, right, left, right, launch. Step out, right, launch left, go left, right, up, left, right, left, launch.
Now we're totally friends because
Yes.
I just like did a face plant,
Yep,
but
you
you
trusted
and
the
your
bungee.
bungees caught me.
Yes,
That was amazing. Now if somebody comes in and they're feeling a little bit intimidated, like, hey, I've never danced before, I haven't worked out in a while,
Absolutely.
can they come in early to
So
like, get some deets?
everybody that comes to our studio has to start out by taking intro to bungee. You're going to learn how to do the basics, and whether you work out every single day or whether it's been a little while, everybody starts there because they have
Okay.
to learn how to properly wear the harness, how to properly move in the harness. They're going to learn all the basics, and from there we have a multitude of different classes that they can take. I mean, this really has been for everybody. I think our oldest client is 81.
I had so much fun. So what's the website so we can link it up?
It's bungeestudios.net.
Excellent. We'll put it on CW33.com. And I highly recommend you coming out here and face planting with your best friends.
We
and
had so
realizing
much
how
fun
close
with
you
you.
get to the floor. That was awesome.
You were so much fun, and we appreciate you coming out.
Thank
it really
you.
means a lot.
Thank you so much.
Still ahead, hey, are you looking for a good read? Don't worry, I got you covered. I'll tell you where after the break.
Calling all bookworms. This next place is not just a bookstore, but it's also a publishing company where you can find your next read, sip some delicious coffee, or even enjoy a concert on the rooftop. So grab your reading glasses, honey, because this is your new must-visit chapter in the fabulous world of literature.
Hi, I'm Yolanda Williams. I am at Deep Vellum. It's on the corner of Commerce and Walton right here in Deep Ellum. It is an amazing bookstore. Come on inside with me as I introduce you to your new favorite novel. Hey everybody, all right, if you're looking for something brand new to read, well guess what? I got you covered. I'm standing here with Linda Stack Nelson. She is going to explain how we can upgrade our lives by finding something new to read. Hi Linda.
Hi Yolanda, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you for inviting us here. So we are at Deep Vellum, which is naturally in Deep Ellum. And let me tell you, I've never been into a really cool bookstore like this in a long time. Tell everybody, how did this all come about?
So we are turning 10 years old this year. Deep Vellum is in its 10th year. I know, we had like a whole celebration in Clyde Warren Park, very exciting.
Really?
Yes, yeah. So we started out as just a publisher in 2013, focusing on translated literature. So books that were originally published in other languages, and we bring them to the English reading market. And a couple years later, in late 2015, the store opened. So Deep Vellum Books has been around for 8 years.
Wow.
And we not only have our own published books, which have now expanded beyond translation to English originals in many different genres. We also carry books from other publishers, especially focused on indie publishers and other translated works and sort of genre bending, interesting, weird stuff.
I love interesting, weird stuff. They ain't nothing like it. But you guys have so many things to choose from. When I first walked in, I mean, you've got fiction, you've got poetry, and you even offer some type of audible books as well.
Yeah, I mean, we love physical media. We love physical books. We love zines, records, CDs, all that good stuff. But we live in a digital world. All of our books are available as ebooks. We do work with Libro.fm, which is a service like Audible through Amazon, but for independent bookstores. So the books that you listen to, the proceeds go to indie bookstores instead. And you know, there's a whole wide world of ways to experience these stories now, which is, I mean, it's really wonderful.
People just don't come here to read. You got stuff happening on the rooftop as well.
Oh yeah, we do all kinds of events. We obviously do book and author events. We do book launches, readings, all that good stuff. We do live poetry events. But we also do a lot of other types of arts events. We do music events, like you mentioned. We've had concerts up on our rooftop space.
I love it.
We've had readings up there. Yeah, it's beautiful. And you know, we do staged readings of plays. We do visual art events. You know, we really want to be tuned into all of the parts of art in Dallas, not just the literary arts.
Tell me about Jasper.
Jasper is our very sweet store dog. He is actually the bookstore manager, Riley's dog. So he's not with us today, unfortunately, but he is very adorable. And he is just a sweet old man. He just ambles along. He'll sniff your ankles. Make sure you come with good intentions, and then let you browse your books.
I love that.
The publisher is online at deepvellum.org, and the bookstore is online at deepvellum.com. And then on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I don't think that anybody's up keeping the TikTok. But you can find the publisher at Deep Vellum and the bookstore at Deep Vellum Books.
And still ahead, brace yourself for the ultimate fashion glow up. After the break, we're serving you looks to die for that will give you the confidence to strut your stuff and slay the game. Welcome back. I'm Chris Sapphire, filling in for Jenny. It's no secret that Dallas is populated with some of the sharpest dressers around. And for the gentlemen looking to step up their suit game, there's an Italian menswear shop in Victory Park just for you. Landon takes us into Z-Spoke for a fitting.
Gentlemen, are you trying to look this good? Look no further than Z-Spoke.
Clothing is actually very simple, men's clothing. You've got to have a good taste. What I do is I pick things that I think I could wear. We always consider what's in right now in Europe, what's the latest style. So we take more measurements than most guys out there. I think the most important thing is the fit. We make the garment on your body, you know. So we make everything very, very soft, comfortable. Jacket length is very important also.
Z wanted to make sure I felt the Z-Spoke difference and took my measurements.
See this right here?
Yes.
This measuring tape does not lie. Let me measure you this. So I'm gonna measure you to your neck, your shoulders, and how tall are you?
6'1" is what
6'1"?
I meant. Yeah.
Okay, great. And okay, how much do you weigh?
I weigh 205 on a good deck.
Awesome. First thing I'm gonna do is measure you. I want you to relax.
Yep, relaxed.
Okay. Turn this way.
Okay.
Okay. This measurement is very important. This is your shoulder measurement.
And like you were saying, everyone's built differently.
Yeah,
that's why it's important to get those shoulder measurements.
Exactly. Okay, so I want you to lift your arms.
To look as sharp as Zahid, you gotta follow the right trends here.
Your arms down now,
yeah.
please. And what you do, you put your tape around the thickest part of your chest.
Okay.
Tie your hand now like this. This is the most important. One of the important things is you're in great shape, so you don't have to worry about it.
Thank you, Z. Not only are you gonna get the best fitting suit, but you're gonna feel good leaving, flattered.
So you don't have a problem with
the gut.
Yeah.
Right. So my fellow men with thicker thighs and built a little differently.
Yeah.
Z's gonna make sure.
Yeah. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put one of my jacket on, see how it feels, and we go from there.
That is a dream jacket.
The other way there.
Yep, other way. Just like that. Oh my goodness. When we talk about suits and the different pairs of pants, a lot of people like to wear it maybe a little higher on their leg, or maybe a little lower on their leg. What do you recommend as far as fashion statements go?
Well, you know, you just have to be a balanced approach. You don't want too long, you don't want too short. And I mean, we don't want someone like a, you know, Tom Ford or something really too high like this. And if it's a little bigger, then some classic people, just a little bit longer. So, you know, goes just above your shoe.
Just above the shoe.
And all these is a simple thing we could adjustable.
Being a thicker-thighed gentleman, I wanted to make sure I got a feel for myself. So Z gave me some pants and a shirt to try on.
And here we are. Z clearly knows what he's doing. What is he? Ooh, ready? Pocket square and all. All right, I'm ready for you. Man, oh man.
It makes a difference, right? Shirt makes a difference.
It does, and the colored pants too. Oh my goodness. Nice.
There you go.
That's amazing.
Fit, maybe slightly different fit.
I'm gonna show up to Easter looking fresher than everybody. So folks, there's only one place in town that can help you feel and look this sharp, and that is Z-Spoke Victory Park. You can count on the quality, the comfort, and you can always count on the best fitting suit you've ever had in your life. If you want to learn about making an appointment here at Z-Spoke Victory Park, head to our website, cw33.com.
Thanks, Landon. We'll have to check it out. And if you have ever tried on an outfit and thought, this color just isn't the vibe, well, lucky for you, Jenny found an expert on how to find the colors that will bring out the best in you and leave you feeling beautiful.
Listen, if you're a child of the 80s, you for sure remember people getting their colors done back in the day. Well, guess what? That trend is back and better than ever, so we're gonna take you through the process. This is Bianca Schiffman, who is a personal stylist and does color analysis.
Yes.
Okay, what does this entail?
So a color analysis is a process where we analyze your hair color, your skin color, and your eye color to find your very best colors to wear.
Okay, all this time, I mean, and I do my own hair and makeup for TV, my own wardrobe, and I'm like, I'm wearing black probably for the last time ever.
Maybe.
Because I know you said not a lot of people get to wear black.
Yeah, it's tricky because black is such an overpowering color. We're used to being told that black is very slimming and that it works on everybody, but actually can create a lot of shadows and make us look older.
Okay, so all of this pertains to clothes, what we're wearing.
Yes.
But also it extends, right?
It extends actually to nail polish, eyeglasses, shoes, hats, all the things, and makeup, which I love so much. So it takes the question out of what colors you should be wearing. So this is a great lip color and cheek color we can see, and we're gonna find that for you.
Okay, great. Well, I'm gonna go put on foundation and then we can continue.
We'll finish. Perfect.
Okay, for each grouping of colors, what are you looking at? What are you looking for?
Yeah, so when I look at your overall coloring, you've got kind of a medium contrast. If we turn your picture black and white, you're overall gonna look medium.
Okay.
So most of your colors are gonna be in sort of a mid-tone palette. I don't want the color to wear you.
Okay.
I want to see you before I see the color.
Okay.
So this blue is quite bright. When we look to some of these other ones, you can see this overall harmonizes and just looks like you. This blue is really overpowering you.
Oh, okay. Well, step aside, blue.
It's just gonna harmonize with your skin tone better.
Okay.
So I'm testing the colors to see which color would be best for Jenny's brow. So this one's a bit dark and kind of ashy. This is a much better match for her. Brows are one of the things that frame our face. So if I do nothing else, I always do brows. Brown mascara, brown eyeliner are gonna be softer look and not so harsh. And typically what happens when people are wearing black or they're wearing dark, harsh colors close to their face, they feel like they have to compensate by adding more makeup. So we're gonna look at lips. We're gonna pull a few. This one's quite brown, which is never flattering on people, so no brown lips here.
Okay.
I'm loving this one.
Yep.
We can do, this one's quite pink, so we're gonna skip that. And this is just a neutral everyday lip. I think you could do either one of these. I'm loving this Serendipity for just an everyday lip.
Okay.
When we hold up some of these colors again, just how they look like you, they harmonize with you. It's beautiful.
I am seeing that. That was a really interesting process. I definitely learned a lot. I've definitely been wearing like pretty much the opposite.
Oh gosh.
Of I think what maybe I should be wearing. Who should do this? Who would benefit from a color analysis?
Yeah, that's such a great question. So I'm gonna say everyone.
Okay.
Really, first impressions are made within the first 7 seconds. And so knowing that if you're put together and you feel confident, other people can feel that. So if you're a business person, you're a public speaker, if you're a teacher, if you're a parent who's kind of in a funk and you just don't know how to get out of that, a college student, I mean, men and women.
Listen, if you do this, not only will she do wardrobe as it pertains to your skin and hair and lips, but she'll also do all your makeup, and it's this really nice toxin-free brand, which I love. So we'll link the details on our website, and I'm heading out because I'm in my new color palette, and I'm feeling good.
Yes, queen. Now that color is absolutely fabulous on you. It's making me want to snag a color analysis, you know? Gotta unleash my inner glam. But hey, don't touch that remote because we still have more to come.
I'm a little embarrassed to say, but I haven't danced in years, and I just learned my first dance in the longest time ever, but stay tuned to see exactly how I did and how you can do it too.
Okay, honey, let's be real here. We've all had those late night sessions, channeling our inner superstar, strutting like we own the stage, and hitting those pop star worthy moves. There's actually a spot where you can unleash your inner Britney Spears and let your star power shine. Stephanie, take us there.
And 5, 6, here we go.
Today is a really fun and exciting segment because I am here with Michael Frazier. You are the founder of this beautiful dance experience. Tell me all about your story.
Well, it's a long one. It actually started at a very young age. My dream was always to become a pop star. Ever since I was little, I remember my brothers, always wanting to play outside and do sports, and here's me locking myself in my room and singing and dancing to my favorite pop music. And then it kind of just escalated from there. When I was 16, I would say the dance portion really came into play. I would study music videos that were popular at the time, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, all that. And then I would teach them to my friends in high school, and that just became like a huge thing, at school dances. It was all about, clearing the dance floor and like doing the combos, and it just made me see how happy that makes people. And I never stopped. I moved to LA for 8.5 years and continued to dance out there. And then when I moved back to Dallas, I thought, okay, I think I might be done. But I wasn't done, and started teaching again, and it just lit a fire, and I started building brands, so here we are today.
Yeah, and this isn't even like your full-time thing. Like, you've got many things on your plate. What was kind of the idea when you made Pop Stars? Because one, I think over time, if you dance your whole life, once you get into adulthood, it's kind of hard to jump back into that, or especially if you're not doing it like professionally.
Yeah.
What was kind of the vibe that you wanted Pop Stars to have when you created it?
Well, exactly that. I wanted to create a space for people, to come and feel comfortable once, twice, 3 times a week, and let it all, or leave it all at the door. Stresses of the workday, family, whatever, and just have an hour to themselves where they get to be somebody that they're not every day, like a pop star. So that's really kind of the concept and the idea behind it.
I love that, and I think it's so cool that you've been able to kind of build a community through this and kind of see your work flourish in other people, which is really cool. But you've got a few different steps on how you do Pop Stars. Tell me about the different classes that people can take, what they can expect when they are getting ready to take their first class with you.
Yeah, so my classes are for all levels of dancers, including beginner. I will say that I go at kind of like a medium pace, but I'm an instructor that welcomes questions. I actually love it when people have questions. So Pop Stars is always fast, funky, super upbeat, like you're definitely gonna sweat when you come to that one. But I also teach a class bi-weekly called Pop Tarts, which is a little bit more sensual, a little bit more slowed down, holding your movements.
Michael, thank you so much again. I'm excited to break a sweat, make some friends, have some fun. And if you all want to do the same, we will have all of the information on Pop Stars on our website as well at cw33.com.
And coming up next, we're going to fill you in on a little secret on how you can dip into a little taste of heaven. welcome back. Get ready to strut to this amazing fondue joint that's serving up a feast that's as fabulous as your favorite star from Netflix's reality show, The Circle. Cheesy goodness, sweet sensations, and so much more. Landon dips in.
Are you looking to stir the pot with some extra activity on your next dinner date? If so, it's time to get sipping and dipping at Simply Fondue in Dallas. I'm here with Tony Leos. He's the owner here at Simply Fondue in Dallas. Tony, the Simply Fondue experience is unique. This is so much more than just a bowl of cheese on the table. Tell me about what it's like here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we do a phenomenal array of different styles of fondues. We start off with a cheese fondue appetizer. That's served with some fresh bread, apples, and veggies to dip in. And your server will actually handcraft that cheese right at the table with a variety of different ingredients. I mean, it's phenomenal.
I saw the effort and the love you were putting into that first round of cheese with the garlic and the different ingredients. Tell me about the love that you guys put into your fondue.
Well, all of our cheeses are imported, and we have a variety of different styles on our menu. We have our loaded whiskey cheddar, comes with whiskey, bacon, fresh horseradish. And we have a couple of others that are mainstays, but really our cheese fondue of the month is something that we do, and it is just absolutely stunning.
So every time people come into Simply Fondue each month, they're gonna have a new monthly fondue to try.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing, okay.
So you take your fondue fork, right? And then we have 3 different kinds of bread that we actually have here. Okay. So you spear your piece of bread right there, and then you just dip them right in there.
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
beautiful.
This is good stuff right here.
Freshly made with all the greatest ingredients.
Mm-hmm. Right?
My gosh, that's just a piece of delicious bread with delicious fondue.
Yeah.
There's something pretty signature about a green apple and fondue cheese, right?
You haven't lived until you've tried a Granny Smith green apple, okay, with a pepper jack style cheese fondue.
That is
it's hard to explain, really.
Match made in heaven. Okay, so jack cheese and a Granny Smith green apple. I'm drooling at the sight of this thing. Here we go. Something so refreshing about that kick, that sweet, refreshing splash from the apple.
When you're finished with your appetizer cheese, we actually bring some phenomenal dinner salads while we're setting you up for your entree. Now the entree here is different from anything you're gonna experience anywhere else. We actually show you, okay, how to cook your food right here at the table using one of our fondue cooking styles. But the star is the actual food. So we have some great cuts of steak, fresh seafood, chicken items. Some of them are marinated differently. Some of them have different spices rolled around. I mean, they're just awesome, like really amazing.
So it's as active and hands-on as you want it to be, but regardless, it's gonna come out as delicious as possible.
Yeah, it's delicious and it's fun. I mean, that's the best part. I mean, it's definitely first date material, you know? Like, you guys get to know each other, you get to know who knows how to cook, you get to know who doesn't know how to cook. Right. I mean, it's good.
Dinner just got a whole lot more interactive, more active, and more fun.
We do have a full bar. We have a wonderful wine selection with a ton of different varieties. Just anything you can ask for. We definitely have it. And then we have a phenomenal bartender. She is just phenomenal. She makes these unique, different drinks. We have some mainstays like our chocolate martini, which is the best you're gonna find in Dallas.
Let's go. Okay, so the chocolate martini, that's a permanent member of the menu.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we could not dream of getting rid of that.
Sheesh, that's a beautiful cocktail too. And I'm sure it pairs well with that dessert fondue.
Oh yeah, definitely. Heck yes. You can't get the chocolate fondue dessert without the chocolate martini. I mean, that's just the way to go.
It would be wrong if you didn't. Well, Tony, thanks so much again for having us in here today. They do recommend making reservations for any meal here at Simply Fondue. And if you're looking to make a reservation, we've got all the information you'll need on CW33.com. Thanks, Tony.
Cheers.
For more information on stories from today's Inside DFW, use the camera on your smartphone to scan the QR code or go to CW33.com.
I hope you had just as much fun as I did. If you want to keep up with all of my crazy antics, you can follow me on my social media accounts. For the gram, it's Mr. Chris Sapphire. TikTok, hey Chris Sapphire. And Facebook, Chris Sapphire. And remember, if you have any fun places you want us to visit, send an email to feedback@cw33.com. For all of the stories you saw here today and so much more, you can head to cw33.com and be sure to follow on social media. Thanks again for joining me today, and don't forget, stay hydrated, go vote, and spread love like butter. I'm Chris Sapphire. Have a great one.
Ha 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 ha!